Hi, this is Roger. Thanks for dropping by. It's very early in the day and I've got a big day coming up, so I'm not going to spend time filming and doing things like that. I need to crack on. I've tasked myself with, first of all, it's watering the normal pots day, and as I go round, every single plant that's on the list to be repotted is going to get put to one side, and I'm going to hit that pile of repotting as hard as I can today. What I don't get done today I will finish tomorrow. The idea is that you know, anything that is going to go in small bark or small bark and sphagnum can be done together, simply because I can just have one lot of media on the go and not have to keep chopping and changing. So I'm going to hit those as hard as I can today and get as many done as possible. I'm not going to attempt to film that session. I need speed. I've just got to crack on, and I do an occasional repotting and mounting video every now and again, and there will still be some, but if I stop to film in this session, I'll only get half as much done as I need to get done, so I'm going to crack on with it. I was playing around yesterday, sorry about the tease, the maybe tomorrow video. Well, we'll have a quick look at those, but something that did spark my interest was somebody said, I wonder if Roger will manage to get 10 Dendrobiums out at the same time. And I just stopped and thought, I think I've already got 10 out in bloom at the same time, and that's before those come into the thing. So I'm just going to whiz round them. I'm not going to talk about the plants, just quickly what Dendrobiums are actually in bloom. I mean, some are just coming and some are on their way out, but we'll have a very fast look. We got the Stardust Firebird, allegedly a nobly type. We've got the Frosty Dawn, black hair type, Formosae group. Can't lay claim to that bloom, it was on it when I bought it. Recent acquisition. Hiding up here is the Dendrobium fleckery, and I think I've got some of the other canes seem to have a terminal bud that's starting to move, so there may be a few more on that. Hiding in here, the prima donna blooms that you can see are obviously gone, but hiding away down there, they're still looking good. So there's those. Where are we now? Come on. Oh, let's do the ones above my head because I keep banging my head. The Dendrobium aphyllum is starting to go already. These are so short-lived. Quite a spectacle on a well-grown mature plant, but for a very short space of time, and then nothing for a year, you know. The Dendrobium cunico, that's still looking good. These are what the old blooms look like. This is more like the colour when they first open, and I've still got loads of buds to come on that. The Dendrobium jenkinsii, that's looking good. That's virtually fully open now. I've still got a few buds just opening, but I think they're virtually all open now. Hiding up behind that is Dendrobium, oh come on, not Friedrich, Findlayanum. I'll get there in a minute. Brain doesn't work properly this time of day. All the buds that are buds at the moment are open, but I do have more to come, I believe. Some of those could be kikis. We'll have a look and see. My little Cuthbertsonii, that bloom is just lasting an absolute age. I've got some new growths coming on that too, which is good. I was a bit worried about the plant itself. My only Phalaenopsis type, the Thai Angel, is still in bloom. These blooms are lasting well. The big bush, Dendrobium hancockii, loads of blooms on that. Deciding to spread itself around the biggest area possible. This tiny little nobly type down here, shouldn't have let that bloom really, and that is lovely Virgin Angel. That's looking nice. Yeah. Right, where are we then? This was the tease from yesterday. Not quite fully open, but will be soon, and that's the Farmeri crossed with Griffithianum. I'll just stop there. Well, actually I won't. We have a quick look at that as best I can. It's not fully open, but over here was the cross the other way round. Yeah, so this is Griffithianum crossed with Farmeri, and I was leading people on about the difference between the cross depending on which way round it's done. And a confession, I'm afraid, I've got some pictures muddled up, and I was under the impression that this one came out a pinky colour, and it doesn't. Yeah, I've just got some pictures muddled up. So they are in fact incredibly similar. But I think you'll find when this one opens, there's a deeper and more yellow in the lip, and that really is about the only difference. Yeah? Maybe even not that. So sorry about that, a little misleading on my part, but you know, I got some pictures muddled up. Doesn't happen often, but it does happen. Over here, the teas from yesterday, no, it's still not open, but you can just about start to see the depth of colour inside there. They'll be open soon. The primulinum is gone now. That's finished. The Bolenianum, that's virtually over now. I think there's one. These look like buds. They might be. In fact, they are. Oh, it has got some more buds to come, or it looks like. Either that or the blooms close up, because I don't see any on the floor. And this had a lot of blooms open before, so that's Bolenianum. Right, where are we now? We're searching for Dendrobiums, aren't we? I think that's it until we get to this one. This was the other teas from yesterday. This is about the only one I think that you could say has actually performed and actually opened. Very, very similar to the Hancockii, very similar. And once these are fully opened, I can then do a bit of research. The simple reason is, when I got this plant, labelled as Dendrobium chrysotoxum, pretty reliably labelled, I would say, quite a few commented that the plant is far too big for a chrysotoxum, irrespective of looking at the blooms. The problem was when I got it, the blooms were fading fast, so they weren't a good representation. But now that I've got some nice clean fresh blooms, I can do a bit of research, because I must admit I have never seen a chrysotoxum with canes that big. So maybe it is something else, but with a decent set of blooms to do a bit of work on, I can double check. I doubt if it's misnamed, I doubt it very much, but these things happen, you know, people move tags around in nurseries. And there's certainly one nursery that is renowned for getting the names of plants wrong. One of the Polish ones, I think. Don't quote me on it. Yeah, so that's a quick whiz around the Dendrobiums. Have I missed any? I'm bound to have missed one, aren't I? I always end up missing one. No, I think I got them all. Yeah, so those are they, and more to come. Things to come will be the Friedrichsianum up the back there, that mass of green. That's got buds all over it. And the anosmum, it's the one behind Nestor. Nestor's the deep coloured one. The anosmum is the mass of buds behind it. And then we'll have to wait and see. I got a couple of possibles. Where's that long skinny cane? I don't know whether I can get at it. Just there. There's a couple of what could be buds there, but that could be kikis. So apart from that, you know, this is the main Dendrobium season. So give it a month and there won't be much left, quite honestly. You have to, in some cases, wait another year. That's just how it goes. I still love them. I will still have that number in my collection. And I'll occasionally see an odd new one that I fancy. They do come round every now and again. But I don't actively go out searching for new plants. I just come across them. Have a look, have a think, and possibly get some new plants. That's my sort of mindset at the moment. I'm not actively looking for any new plants. I've got enough, happy with most of what I've got. There's still a few things lurking in here that I'm not too keen on, that I may pass on to others. But at the moment, I'm comfortable. I certainly don't need loads more. And quite a few people showed an interest in what I'm going to do with the new holy clay pots. Well, there are two cattleyas lurking somewhere in ordinary pots. One of them's up here. Whoops! Every time I move that plant, this recently repotted one falls over. But that cattleya up the back there is in a normal pot. Don't ask me what it is at the moment. I'm not getting it out, because I shall end up knocking that Dendrobium over again. I've only got to look at that one that falls over. I'll have to do something about that, I suppose. And then there's another one buried right up there near the glass. The bifoliate leaves, you can see sort of sticking out the top of the shelf. That's in an ordinary pot as well. And that one is just right for repotting now. You can see those new roots pushing out near the base and a new growth. I haven't rushed to repot that one. It's a bifolia. If I don't get the timing right, it'll dump its roots. They just have a habit of doing that. So now is the time. I haven't also been in a rush because the media that's in seems good. You know, it's in bark, and the bark seems like pretty good quality, so I haven't been in a rush. But timing, more on the bifoliates than the others, is critical. Get that wrong and you can lose a root system quite easily, so I've been waiting for that one. So I will have a couple of holy clay pot repots coming up soon, and we'll go from there. As I said, I've got a busy day today and I want to make it a day, literally. I'm expecting to be working on orchids most of today, and I need to make the biggest hole possible in my repotting list. I've got other things coming up that are going to take my time. And today and tomorrow I've got like what I call spare days. I haven't got to go out, I haven't got to do anything else, I haven't got anybody to see. I can just potter away at it at a reasonable pace and get as much done as possible. So there we go, and I will see you next time. Thanks for dropping by. That is looking good, isn't it? Looking at the screen, I think the camera is actually making that a slightly deeper colour. But for those who are going to the Wessex Orchid Society meeting this Saturday, you'll get to see it for real, because that one's going on a little walk. I might take the Chrysotoxum, even though it won't be fully open, because the person I got that from will be at that meeting, and it'd be quite nice to show how it's progressed since I took it over, which is about a year ago now. Yeah, or maybe a little less than a year, but it's come on well since then. So, see you next time. Thanks for dropping by.